Alright, now what we want to do is find the y-intercept point. So that's when y is 0, and we want to know what is x. Well, we plug 0 in for y, or what's going on here? The y-intercept point, that's when x is 0, sorry. And we want to know what y is. Well, we plug 0 in for, remember the y-intercept is where it crosses the y-axis, and the x-intercept is where it crosses the x-axis. So we plug 0 in for x. So let's just do that. Plugging 0 in here, we get 0 plus y is greater than or equal to 0. So it looks like that the y-intercept is going to be y is equal to 0. Now, we're not really looking at the greater than sign here. We're just looking at the equal sign, okay? So y is greater than 0. Now, y is equal to 0. So that it's at 0, 0. All right. Well, we know that the graph crosses right here at the origin, okay? And it's going to end up having a slope of -2. Now that's if you were to solve for x in this problem, solve for y in this problem, which would end up being y is equal to -2x. So you would just take this over to this side. And remember that this guy right here is the slope of the line. And it's negative. So that means that the graph is going downward in this direction right here. Okay? It's going downward. The slope is negative, and therefore the line is decreasing. We talked about graphing in a previous section. I can't remember, equations of lines, or one of those sections, when we went to graph linear equations. Okay, well, this is in standard form because we have our x's written here, y's written here, constants written over here, and this is a positive number. Now I said there was a shortcut to that, and that is, you notice this guy right here, we put the cursor here on the line, and our inequality is pointing to the right. Pretend that's the head of an arrow. So that means that everything on this side of the line is shaded. Okay, and let's just do that in a different color. So everything on this side of the line is our solution to our inequality here. And let's just check that. Let's pick a point like 1, 1. So we're going to pick the point 1, 1 up here, plug it in. So we have 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3, and 3 is greater than or equal to 0. We have a solid line because we're including the equals here. Okay, if we weren't including the equal and this was just greater than 0, then we would use a dotted line indicating that we cannot use a point off that line. Alright, so there's our solution. Okay, so let's look at another one. Hopefully maybe you're catching on to this. Let's hope. So let's do negative x minus y is less than or equal to 5, let's say. We want to graph this. Well, the first thing that we notice is that it's not in standard form. We need to get it in this standard form to where this is a positive number here. And by doing that, we're going to multiply -1 by the whole thing. In other words, -1 times negative x is x. -1 times negative y is a positive y. And if I multiply a negative all the way across, we got to flip the inequality. Okay, and then that makes that a -5. So we want to find our x-intercept points and our y-intercept point. We want to find both these points, and then we can draw a line through both points. So to find the x-intercept point, we're going to remember that's where it crosses the x-axis, so we're going to let y be 0. Okay, we're going to let y be 0, so this is going to be x plus 0 is greater than or equal to -5. But this ends up becoming, now just kind of forget about the inequality here, pretend this is an equal sign. So x is -5.